A second theme of culture reform, seminary formation. Although some might argue that clerical distance would be reduced or eliminated by the priestly ordination of married men, I think that the issue is much more complex. There are numerous closed and self-protective cultures populated overwhelmingly by non-celibates. Think of physicians and police, for instance. The greater challenge, I think, pertains to the formation of clergy, and it is here that the laity have an essential, irreplaceable role to play. Please allow me an anecdote here. College and graduate school can be self-absorbed times. I remember a doctoral classmate of mine, a religious sister who had spent years in primary and secondary education, saying that doctoral work felt so selfish. Like many college and graduate students, I spent my student years largely isolated from family life, especially from children. Some classmates were married and had children, but they seemed to live in a parallel universe to mine. As a husband and a father, I now cringe at my obliviousness then. I've taught at Catholic U for 10 years, and over that decade I've taught ecclesiology to hundreds of seminarians. Although I see seminarians primarily in the classroom and have no role in their spiritual pastoral formation, I've been pleased by the quality of the men. Less than a handful out of those hundreds have struck me as manifestly unfit for priestly ministry, not due to criminal activity, but just to personality or relational skills. By and large, they strike me as good, generous men who want to serve Christ and his church at a very difficult time in which the priesthood has little social prestige. I don't see much evidence of the, quote, little monsters that some fear them to be. Some of the seminarians who have most impressed me in this regard, who have been the least clericalist in the sense of having some kind of superiority complex to the laity, are some of the seminarians from Redemptoris Mater, the Archdiocesan Seminary conducted by the Neo-Catechumenal Way. I'm not a member of that community, but having seen these seminarians before and after their ordination, I'm always struck by the way they combine a clear sense of priestly identity with a remarkable closeness to the laity. From the outside, I think that their closeness comes from the fact that they spend their entire formation embedded in small communities of families. They receive constant support, feedback, and even criticism from these families. They are grounded. They are pastoral and responsive. They are unmistakably priests, and they are close to their people. Closeness and clerical identity aren't contradictory, but reinforce each other. Such accompaniment leading to friendship, I think, is the very best antidote to the clericalist distance that John Cavadini decries.